What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4 with another festival playlist. We are in the autumn season once again, and this time the photo challenge that we always start with is take a photo of any hoonigan car at the Express North Rail yard. That was one word too few for how I mentioned it, but whatever. The Express Rail yard is up here. If we open the map, like you have a map here, and up there where the Lego Speed Champion entrance is, and obviously the rail yard ramp, and you also get that sign here. It doesn't say north, but you know, that's the one. And the hoonigan car, if you go to your car list and to manufacturer, it is actually its own manufacturer, and then you just pick whichever one you like. I already did so, and obviously then we just have to take the photo. And that worked. And we'll see each other with the weekly Forzathon challenges. And here we are with the weekly Forzathon challenges, and the first thing we need to do is own and drive any classic sports car. Going old school today, and to go to a classic sports car you need to filter by classic sports car down here. At some point you will reach them, there we are, and then you pick whichever one you enjoy. I think we've had that one already, right? Or did we? I'm feeling like picking the BMW here, and yes, that completed first chapter, and we'll see each other with the second chapter. Then we have the next chapter, chapter 2. Open up the throttle and earn a total of 9 stars from speed zones in your classic sports car. So basically what you can do is just filter by speed zones, when it only shows the ones you actually need, and then you just pick one that you like. That's just pretty much it, and then you try to freestart, but if you don't, then that's not so bad, because it's not really necessary, you know. This one is actually fairly easy if you want to cheese it a little bit, and I'm going to show you how. Now you don't actually need to do it this way. Obviously there are a lot of speed zones, just pick whichever one you like. You should be able, at least if you tune the car a little bit, to at the very least get 1 star each try. And yeah, this is kind of how you can cheese it a little bit by going through the wall. I'm gonna do that 3 times, and that should more or less do it. And we do the same thing upwards. But yeah, like I said, you can pretty much just use the wall to sling you through. You can sling us with perfect word for that. And you just turn around. Or you do a 360. And then you kind of finish chapter number 2. You can obviously always try to do it regularly and just crash into the wall like that, and I think that actually costs us. No, it won't. We'll still be able to do it. And that should end it. That's 9 stars, right? Yes. So that completes chapter 2, and we'll see each other with chapter 3. Then we have chapter 3. Show what you're made of sterner stuff by winning a road racing series event at the Colossus in your classic sports car. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did this already. I think the Colossus unlocks at level 10 in the road racing series, so that's reachable reasonably quickly if you're not there yet. And on the map it is down, I should probably show the map for that, it's down here. Don't confuse it with Goliath, which is over there and spans the entire map. This is just the first sort of road racing ending story thing. And you just have to win a race there. It can be custom races, you just need to use your car. Difficulty doesn't matter neither, so we'll see each other after that race because it's going to take a while. And lastly, we have chapter number 4, Victory Lane. Time to showboat after your heroic victory. Earn a total of 250,000 skill score in your classic sports car. Now once again, this is a total thing, so you can just, you know, gobble it up over time. But what I would recommend is purchasing the car mastery things, which allow you to get a little extra points for reactions that you do. And no, what is very important is this one, which gives you the opportunities to survive one crash and keep your chain alive, so to speak. And pretty much kind of what you want to do is kind of use drifting, wreckage, you know, going off-road, jumping, whatever it might be, driving close to traffic. There are so many things that can earn you skill points. And that was not ideal, that was a bit of a collision. But the area that I'm actually going to recommend is... where is it? Where's the beach? Getting confused a little bit. It's actually the beach, because you can just chain jumps and it should be pretty easy for you. In the city you can do it obviously, but the opportunity to crash is so high. And the likelihood that you actually crash is so high. I find it a lot easier to just chain kangaroo skills here, which apparently did something. And then you just chain the points. Now obviously in the city you can, something that you can do there is wreckage skills and drift skills and driving close to traffic. Especially the traffic thing isn't an actual factor here, obviously, because there is none. But as far as just being rather safe, this is probably the easiest spot to do it in. Also because of the amount of things you have to do. You can get jumps, you can get the occasional wreckage here, you can get drifts. And you can just chain it. And the only real advantage in this city is, well, obviously the traffic, but that's also a danger. And kind of like the trash bin thing where you get the extra bonus points, but here you can get the kangaroo points, so it kind of evens itself out there. And here you're just a lot safer. 36,000. We need 50,000 times 5, obviously. We need 250,000 points, and well, your multiplier is 5, so we need something that times 5 gives you 250,000 points, and well, that's 50,000 points. No, I'm slightly sorry. And that gives us 50,000 points, and I'm also going to stop this week. I actually think if you want to do a really long streak, just jumping back and forth on the beach here is probably doing you a favor. And that completes chapter number 4, and we will see each other with the stunts. First, in the stunts, as always, we are doing the jump or the danger sign as it is correctly worded in this game, and we have to do the Broadway windmill one, and we have to reach 1,299.2 feet, and I think we can do that with our Ferrari 599XX. There we we go. And I actually turned my car around quickly before starting the recording again. Because I think starting in the right direction is a good first step. And now we're trying not to hit any cars, which would also be a good step. And not hit the windmill neither, which is kind of the last step we kind of have to take. And that should do it, yeah, that was more than comfortable. If you hit one of the fences, you will destroy them, but it can also lead to a fail. That's a distance of roughly 18 to 1900 feet, where you start hitting a fence. And yeah, that can actually break your jump and causing a fail, which is incredibly depressing. So try to avoid that. Anyway, we'll see each other with full speed. I think it's trap zone? Oh, we'll see each other in a bit. And yes, it's the speed trap this time, and we need to reach 205 miles an hour, which is a lot. It's the one down here, and I actually like to start on the bottom side here and drive here instead of going here and through that corner, which can be quite tricky, especially with traffic. But we'll see how it goes. Just quickly attempt that. Distance is obviously not a problem. The traffic can be a problem, but we are more than quick enough. That's perfect. And a new personal best to boot. So if the traffic is okay, this one isn't too difficult. If the traffic is, let's say, annoyingly tight, then that can be an issue. But we will see each other with, actually I think it's a drift zone and not a speed zone this time, which could be problematic. But we'll see. And it is a drift zone, which, like I said, I'm not a particularly big fan of, and it's this one, and we need to reach 97,000 points. And I'd say we will jump right into it. And here we are with Formula Drift Viper, which I am just currently been switching to, so that we can hopefully complete this drift zone, which is more or less annoying here. And you kind of need to pick up a lot of points. That's 100,000 points, and that's more than enough. Kind of just try to stash as many points as you can on that straight, and then just hope that it works. Alright, and that should be it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and until next week, farewell.